All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High and His only begotten Son, who we know and believe as Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakwadash. Double honors to elder apostles, great millstone, and rule well, and that taught me the truth. Peace, love, and blessings also to you sincere laborers out there, you brothers out on highways and byways making bodies a living sacrifice, and also blessings to you few sisters out there listening and learning. Right? And pretty much the title of this lesson will be you will be at a disadvantage, without the and I'm gonna highlight the word right here. Okay, you will be at a disadvantage without this. All right, and I don't want to say the word, because you pretty much can't speak on this no more on YouTube, on a YouTube platform. The algorithm pick it up. I'm pretty sure if I say it once or whatever the case may be, maybe not, but let's use subtlety. All right, but as you see the word highlighted right there, all right, you will be at a disadvantage without this. All right, and this is the enterprise or the agenda for the super rich elites. All right, the banking families for their NWO, New World Order. Okay, so you're gonna be at a disadvantage if you don't take this. All right, so they put in certain laws in place. All right, so pretty much if you don't accept this, all right, you will be at a disadvantage. So let's go into that word disadvantage. All right. Loss, injury, prejudice to interest. From Old French disadvantage. From des, not. All right. Des, this, this. That's the prefix. This is like a compound word. Dis and advantage. All right. All right. So not, opposite of advantage. Advantage, profit, superiority. All right, meaning that which prevents success or renders it difficult. All right, and that's what's going to happen. Your life, all right, is going to make your life more difficult. All right, which in turn is going to pretty much force you or persuade you to accept this. Okay, so it's going to make your life a lot more difficult if you don't get this. All right, this V. So it says, by John Miller, all right, World Health Organization, that's what WHO is, looks at a possible E, all right, certificates for travel, all right. So if you want to move, all right, or be able to do anything, all right, and they say impossible, but no, this is going to happen, okay. It might start out as a choice or a volunteer, but pretty soon your life is going to become a lot difficult if you don't accept it. All right, and we here at Great Millstone, all right, we're not going to accept that. Okay, and you shouldn't either. All right, if you believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, all right, you shouldn't either. All right, and the video might get removed for that, but hey, I got to give out the warning. It says the World Health Organization does not recommend countries issuing immunity passports for those who have recovered from C-19, but is looking at prospects of deploying, all right, you see it, the word, certificates like those is developing with Estonia. Estonia and the United Nations Health Agency in October started a pilot project for a digital, all right, and notice, digital certificate. I'm not going to say the V word, all right, you see it here, but digital certificate. So what's that? All right, ultimately the digital certificate is going to be the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, that's what pretty much this is all, working out, so to say, pushing forward. That's the agenda. All right, it says a smart yellow card for eventual use in terrible, let's look at that word real quick. Not too proud to say, I don't know what that word means. Of computer systems or software able to exchange and make use of information. Okay, so yes, it's that grid. All right.
Interoperable.
All right, interoperable. All right, of a computer system. Let's go back. Using interoperable healthcare data. Right, tracking and to strengthen the uh, WHO backed, I don't want to say that word, initiative to boost, all right, in the developing countries. The reality of the V is growing since Britain on Wednesday approved the C19 from this company. I don't want to say the company's name. All right, you see it here. All right, it says while other companies, Moderna and AstraZeneca, have developed delivered positive trial data and amid push for approval. We're looking very closely into the use of technology in the C119 response. All right, so what that technology they're talking about, we know exactly the technology they're talking about. They acting like they don't know, but this is it right here. This is ultimately what that technology is going to be, that certificate. All right, it might start out as it's paper cards or whatever the case may be, but ultimately the end game is this. All right, so let's go back to it. That's that technology they're talking about. Remember Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, is deceptive. Okay, it says and of them, how can we work with member states toward a certificate? All right, the V certificate, said Siddhartha Data, Europe's WHO program manager for, so they adding like, how can we do this? But hey, the Lord has revealed these things unto us already, okay? And it says, he cautioned that any technology initiative must not overwhelm countries in the midst of pandemic response, most conform to varying laws and ensure seamless border crossing service, all right? For instance, some national C19 tracing apps did not function abroad, all right? Estonia earlier this year separately began testing a digital immunity passport, potentially to track those, all right, and that's what that chip does. It allows people to track you, those who recovered from, all right, the virus with some immunity, though questions remain over whether or for how long someone might be protected. Okay, so you pretty much get the point, man. They putting these things into play. And real quick, just to show you, you listeners, we'll come back to Job 5 and 8. But just to show you listeners, man, all right, you got to get this while you can. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Because as you can see, this channel just came back from a suspension, okay? Pretty much speaking against this already. So this might even get this video flagged, but I try my best not to mention certain things. But this is what's happening right now. This Amos 8:11, behold, the day comes, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right? Because look, I'm limited to what I can say. And yeah, we know Esau Edom is doing this, but ultimately it's the Heavenly Father, because he said, behold, it just says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that the Lord himself will send a famine of this word. Okay, because remember, the Lord controls both sides. The Lord is controlling Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, and he's pushing forth these restrictions, all right, bringing forth the famine of the word. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So we in the midst of this famine of the word, man. Okay, get your stuff together. Get this oil while you can. All right, because the time is short, man. We can't even say things how we used to no more, man. And over the years, it went from being hate speech to now, whatever guidelines, they come up with, man. Okay? But we gonna keep pushing and keep warning you until we can't no more. It's Job 5 and 8. It says, I will seek unto the Most High, and that's what we should be doing. And unto the Most Most High or God would I commit my cause. All right, and what's the cause right now? All right, we see that, we see that he's moving in, man. The so-called white man is moving in, is getting ready to make our lives difficult if we don't conform to his laws and his legislations, man. Okay? So, it's going to be difficult to get food. It's going to be difficult to pretty much provide for yourself without receiving that V, man. It says, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. Okay, so nothing is impossible for the Lord, man. He going to do great things and unsearchable things, man. We going to eat. As the scriptures say, behold, my servant shall eat, man. So we don't have to take his poison, okay, to be able to eat. Because the Most High, as it says, he doeth great things and unsearchable things, man. Marvelous things without number, which giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Okay, and that's what's going to happen in these times. We're going to call unto the Lord, and he's going to come, man. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty. So the so-called white man think he's finna, he's moving in. He's moving real fast. Your boy Joe Biden said within the first 100 days, he want 100 million people with the jabs in their arm. Okay? So he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise. And what's their enterprise? All right? It's to ultimately have everybody chipped, man. It says he take the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the four is carried headlong. All right? So the Lord is going to disrupt him. He's not going to allow him to do it. All right? In the midst of the so-called white man declaring his new world order, okay? And notice that was pretty much the World Health Organization, man. Okay, so this is a new world order. This is a global thing, man. All right, so when the so-called white man think he's about to do this, hey, the Lord's gonna return, man. That's why we waiting on him. We embrace these things. We welcome these things to come, because when he begin to fill his belly, as Job said, the prophet, the Lord shall rain upon him while he's eating. So this is Job 5:14. They meet with darkness in the daytime. All right, and how do they meet with darkness in the daytime? These dark, draconian laws, man. All right, this is darkness in the daytime. Having to wear a mask everywhere you go. All right, that's darkness, man. Okay, being refused service, all those things. It says, and grope in the noonday as in the night, but he saveth the poor from the sword. So the Lord is going to save us from this, okay, from their mouth and from the hand of the mighty, so that the poor that hope, so that the poor hath hope. So the Lord going to give us hope, man. We are the poor, we the meek, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So the Lord going to give us hope, all right? It says, iniquity stoppeth her mouth. All right, behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. All right, and that's why we seeking the Lord. We get in order, we get ourselves up right. Okay, so the Lord can protect us and provide for us in these last times, in these dark times. Okay, it says, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth and his hands make whole. All right, self-explanatory. It says he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. So the 6 troubles, man, the famine, these pestilences, all right, this the civil unrest, all these plagues, the Lord is going to deliver us from these, man. It says, yea, in the seventh there shall no evil touch thee. In the 7th trouble is the nuclear missiles being shot off. All right, this Third World War, because in the midst of all this, while this is going down with this whole pandemic, you got this Third World War brewing with Iran. You got America, beefing up with Russia and China, man. All these, superpowers. All right, and also America is divided amongst itself with its other EU counterparts. So wars is here, man. It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. And what? Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. And what's it? Once again, going back to these draconian laws, meaning you have to get this V, you know, if you want to travel. All right. That's a scourge from the tongue, man. You know, those are evil things, man, being spoken of. It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Right. So the Lord gonna put a spirit on us to give us a sound mind in these times. All right. It says, and at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. So wild beasts and animals going to be around here tearing people in pieces, man. All right, just think about the worst case scenario, man. All hell is getting ready to break loose, but the Lord's going to have us if we hold faith, have faith and hold fast, man. All right, and believe on him. And don't fall weak. All right. You know, they say you can't do this, you can't do that without the V, man. Just trust in the Lord, and the Lord got you. All right. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, but thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Okay. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thy offspring as the grass of the earth. So if you got a seed, you know, kids, children, all right, and you know, they want you to get that V at your job to work there. All right, don't worry about that, because the scriptures just said, thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great. So meaning your seed gonna be great. Your seed is not gonna you know, pretty much be consumed, man. Okay, and this is actually going into this transitioning into the kingdom. That's really how it's going to transpire, man. All right, all this destruction is going to come. Verse 19 saying, and 6 troubles, yea, and the 7 shall no evil touch thee. And then pretty much this is going into the kingdom, the transition from the troubles. All right, you can see it here. All right, and famine he shall redeem thee from death, Jacob's trouble, but he going to have us. And thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. All right, all this is deliverance from Jacob's trouble. It says, in destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Verse 22. Okay. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Okay. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. All right. And this is that transitioning period into the kingdom. All right. From the Jacob's trouble. Okay. And thou shalt not sin. All right. We're going to be perfect. We're going to get those new bodies. All right. And we're not going to sin. That's how we know this is transitioning. Job is speaking these precepts, and it's transitioning from the destruction to the kingdom. It says, thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great. And that's the promise that the Lord gave unto Abraham. All right. Shall be counted as the sins of the seed. That's going to be fulfilled in the kingdom. All right. Because in the midst of this trouble, all right, 2/3 are going to be cut off. So what? We're going to have to bring back that seed, that great portion that was cut off and killed. We're going to bring them back in the kingdom. It says, thou shalt come by to thy grave in a full age, like in a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it, so it is. So it is, hear it, and know thou it for thy good. Okay. By the way, and we're not going to die either, man. Okay. We're going to be at full, we're going to live forever, man. All right, because the wages of sin is death. And we're not going to sin no more. All right. So, with that, you know, Lord's willing, you were edified. All right. You know, we're going to be Esau is getting ready to make things difficult, but that's how he's going to get people to accept this chip. All right. We're going to be at a disadvantage. But, hey, we got the Spirit with us. You know, we have the greatest advantage there is. So with that, Lord willing, you edified. Till next time, I say Shalom.